So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real... He's having a shot! And he's there to get it away. Oh, that's neat. Munoz did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. A probing pass. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, they could break here. Can he get it through? Threads one in. Messi. Now it's Pelé. Defending of the desperate variety. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Luis Diaz, will have a key role in being the link man. He's so good when it comes to progressing the ball up the pitch, and he'll often drop deep to do that. Above all, though, I like his feistiness. There's a combative and energetic edge to everything he does.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Big chance! Iniesta! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Colombia always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Lampard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Looking for the run. And he plays one through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Iniesta. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Sanchez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Vieira simply refused to be outdone there. Messi wriggles his way through, and he is deftly away. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pele. And it's Iniesta. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. In shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, some astute defending there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Now it's Diaz.
Manchester can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Lam. Iniesta. Played out to the left flank. James. Munoz. Nicely aimed pass. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
There will be 1 minute at a
Deep
time.
into stoppage time. He's chosen to go back. And it's Munoz. Lam kept his eye on it, and he's there. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
So it has been pretty frantic here, everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
We're on the move again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Thuram. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Suarez. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that's really well manoeuvred. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Goes looking wide. Mojica got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Pele, Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, can they get him away? Mojica. Oh, he's played it in low. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He shifted it to the flank. Drives it in. And he's there to deal with it.
Colombia clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Stood up well to him there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
No, couldn't quite catch up to that. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Substitution.
Mojica. Diaz. Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. He's on it, can he get away? And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! And again! And that's a sharp finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Played out wide. Diaz.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Ronaldo, and this is Pele. And it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. A lovely bit of skill. Messi! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Colombia can make their change now with a break in play. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Munoz. Can he get... And the shot! Lampard tries to pass it through. So what can they make of this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Good challenge, excellent challenge. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Quintero. Can he finish? And the keeper threw out a limb. Vieira attempts a clearance. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Lampard. Thuram always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And it's Lam. Looking for a runner. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a goal kick. Mojica. Strong running down that left flank. And Diaz. Now it's Quintero. Lovely ball and a real decent chance! And it's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And time is up. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Pelé voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team...
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Spread to the right. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, in these days of inverted wingers, Ferran Torres may be a bit of an oddity, Peter, but a very valuable one in that he gives you a lot more options. He's at his most comfortable going forward, but he does come in using his strength in one-on-ones, and that change of direction he can deliver too.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And he's towering header! Oh, crossbar! And again! Tries to play it for... Oyarzabal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Oh, that's well spotted. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And no, he's seen through all of that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Quarter of an hour played. Oyarzabal, Ferran Torres. Played out towards the right wing.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? And he's in on goal! Great chance!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Yamal. Now, who's going to be first to this? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Spain have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Oyarzabal.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Thiago is wide and looking to get onto this.
Cabo Verde definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He is through here. Pass is just off target. Hoisted in. Terrific effort. Goal, Spain! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Spain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And he won't reach that. Yamal, and that is a little undercooked. Space for him to turn and look. Thiago.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He can run onto that. And the counter is on. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good effort! That's going to go a long way.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Spain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Looking to play him in. Chance here to counter. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely aimed pass. It's run loose here. Yamal. No, it's come to nothing. Can he get on the end of this? He's a sharp little ball here. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Spain probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Spain are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 10.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Fernando Torres.
Spain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And Torres! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Fernando Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Spain with the corner, they're first. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Spain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he cuts out the supply. Ferran Torres. And Carreras. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Referee's given a throw. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Torres. Well, that has not gone well. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's made its way to him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal.
Pretty robust defending.
Carreras. Now it's Iniesta. He's going for goal! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. He's gone forward. Eric Garcia spots it and intercepts. Now it's Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Great vision. No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. Yamal. Now it's Torres. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Ferran Torres. Picked out brilliantly. Torres! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's a throw-in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it out wide. Looking for the run. This looks promising. Played into the box. Raya claims it. Safe hands.
Cabo Verde really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Now it's Torres. Oh, sweet feet. It's anyone's ball now. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the number on the board is 3. Oh, lovely bit of skill. It'll be a throw-in. And that is that. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Spain really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is...
Could be danger here! He's going for goal! Now that is commitment to the cause. South Korea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kagawa did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Spread neatly. Kubo! No, just not quite. Messi. And it's Rodri. It's Kimmich. Yamal. Rodri. Van Dijk. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yamal. Now it's Son Heung-min. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Mbappe. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. First quarter of an hour gone. Kagawa. Searching pass he's played there. So it is still 0-0. And it's Son Heung-min. That's a good ball out wide. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Kimmich. Son Heung-min. Ito. Van Dijk cuts it out. DiMarco. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aims beyond the defence. Bobs him off it and wins back the ball. Rodri. Opts for safety. Messi. Defending here is really tight. And here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kubo. And here's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Mbappe. He's beaten the last decent chance! Nice interception, well timed. Son Heung-min. Can he get on the end of this? And it's been played through. Upamecano. Rodri. And it's Messi. Odo. Now it's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mbappe! Back in possession and ready to go again. Kimmich. Back where it came from. That's a sharp pass. Kagawa. Kimmich gets across to intercept that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. DiMarco threads one in. And this is Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, I'm not sure how... And there's the shot!
Al Nassr have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Yamal. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, good-looking ball. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for South Korea, number 7, Son Heung-min.
We're on the move again.
Coming on the field is
0-0, and we're at the halfway point. South Korea do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Ito. Van Dijk. Knocks it out wide. And he stands tall, impenetrable. That's a cute ball. You can run onto that. Vieira. He's having a pop! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Upamecano. Here's Rodri. Kimmich. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
South Korea have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Can he get it through? And he plays one through. Rodri. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Messi. This is a promising build-up. Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Al Nassr have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. South Korea really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Kimmich engages and forces him off the ball. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. South Korea perhaps contemplating their next change here. And Jamal. Messi. Messi purring through the gears. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now this could be a chance. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. Kimmich has created one goal already. And they are prompt with their pressing.
Al Nassr clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's Piccati finish! Odo. Foot in. This looks promising. DiMarco. Tries to pass it through. Here's Ito. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Kimmich. South Korea now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely weighted ball. Upamecano wins the duel this time. Can he get onto this? It's a good run, this. One that is high in energy. In with the challenge.
Substitution for South Korea. Number 19, Kubo. Number 18,
And it's Rodri.
Morita.
And here's
Coming on the
Messi.
field, number
Rodri.
22, Hirotoshi Nakata.
Pinches it off him.
Number 9, Park
Al Nassr
Ji-sung.
really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Park Ji-sung is always looking to play quality balls. And the keeper takes decisive action. Chance for Ito. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of
I'm
that.
afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be...
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Korea against Thailand.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that would shock the world.
It's a searching pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, red, nice interception. Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That looks a good ball through. Kajolu to McAllister. Kajolu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's McAllister. Goes for a shot! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
McAllister certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Looking for options for movement. Son Heung-min was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely shaped ball. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Pass is just off target. And they're back on the ball again. He won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in. Mbappe, and the finish! And he's being shifted off it. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition...
Roll! Oh, that is rather wayward. He's a sharp little ball here. That pass isn't the best. Tulio cuts it out. South Korea are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
Thailand have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Kagawa. That's the throw. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Thailand clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Mbappe. Diouf. And he's made sure that's not getting through. No, no way through. And that is expertly dealt with. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now he's got space here. Vieira. Akanji. Kajolu is always looking to play quality balls. Real chance! Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to play it through. Nicely weighted ball. Can he latch on to this? Oh, can he get onto this? Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Knocks it into space. And the pass is intercepted. Kagawa. Havertz. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Searching pass he's played there. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. No, that's been intercepted. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
A quick reminder today that
what do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution for South Korea, number 21, Ito.
And we get things going again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
That's a cute ball. South Korea have reclaimed it. Nagatomo. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. South Korea do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Park Ji-sung is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
No luck with that dink over the top. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now that looks a decent ball. Alexander-Arnold finding himself in space.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Nagatomo picks it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. That has been knocked clear. Alexander-Arnold. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now he's off and running. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Aimed beyond the defence. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Oh, super ball! Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Havertz. He's looking wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substitution.
And we have our very first corner. South Korea have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Messi. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nagatomo. And nicely intercepted. Great vision, couldn't squeeze it through. South Korea are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Probing pass. Rijkaard is there, and he can pick it up. Pass somewhat off target. It's Park Ji-sung. And he's intervened well there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Shot a goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now they can spring out of defence. Now this could be a chance. Good ball over the top. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. That has not gone well.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Not the most accurate pass. Jupe, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Oh, there's a probing ball. Gently done. Stan makes the interception. Oh, good take in a good area. Played towards the front line. South Korea do have a chance to counter here. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Shevchenko. And he plays one through. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
And we
South
continue
Korea
now with
certainly
a quick
had some
request
good
for
moments,
support
Peter.
for
There were
our
plenty
charity
of
fund,
encouraging
Chance in
spells that
Football.
more should have been made of.
So, just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, the permutations are as simple as they are exciting. One remaining shot and they must hit the bullseye. There's nothing quite like last day drama. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. China with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. And Burmo looking to play him in. Rafinha puts a cross in. Can he spark a counter here? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Trossard aimed beyond the defence. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Tries from a long way out, and that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend, and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
They've got to be quick to recover this. Big chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
China are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Trossard. Here's Zielinski. Where it came from. And he shoots! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
And this is Adriano. Robertson. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Iniesta, he'll try from distance! That was superb goalkeeping!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, he's been flattened there. And now they can spring out of defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Trossard, oh, easy pickings there. Probing pass. Adriano, he's Adriano! It's in! Not so fast, not so fast, they say. We want it just as badly. We will make a fight of it.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That looks a good ball through. Provedel attempts a clearance. That's going wide left. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good take. He's had a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Arsenal have their lead. Tries to play it through. Thuram gets over and intercepts. That's rather hopeful. He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
He's having a hit! Lacking in accuracy.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Burmo. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Zielinski. Nagatomo makes the interception. Zielinski tries to pass it through. Zielinski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chance! It's in! Oh, huge goal, massive goal. They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
China dragged themselves back again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
No way through. Thuram cuts out the pass. And the referee has blown for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 5. Number 11.
China get the ball rolling in the second half.
Number 21. Rafinha. Coming on the field.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's picked his way through. Zielinski! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And this is Ronaldo.
That's good play from him.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Cristiano Ronaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, they could break here. China come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Showing great feet there. That's a shade optimistic. And no, that was never going to make it. And Burmo is onto it in a flash. Alexander-Arnold. And that pass just didn't quite work. It's run loose here. And it's Zielinski.
Zielinski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Adriano showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great defending, strong. Oh no, what has happened here? Now here's the delivery. And he can clear it away. Oh, he's having a go! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Oh, good effort! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Burmo. And he's got the beating of his man. And he's managed to get free. Delivered low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not the most accurate pass. That's destined for the flank. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Adriano. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Deftly away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Cristiano Ronaldo. Great vision. Beckham has it out wide and in space. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. In once, he's rising! And that's a sharp finish. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. China still have the cards to affect this game. Half an hour gone in the second half. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for a runner. Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 98.
So here comes the substitution. Kane getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And it's Kane. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Beckham. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Coming on the field is number 20, Caicedo.
Casemiro. Oh, good spread. Beckham. Oh, that's fabulous. Incoming to header! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Four added
This
minutes
usually
has
is
been
the time
indicated.
teams go into conservation mode.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Lampard with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Not the worst challenge in the world, Peter, but this really isn't the time for it, is it?
The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Adriano powering forward here. And it's skewed, and Beckham! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. China are going up, and now they can dream. Adriano claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
That parking in the area around the stadium
Your
is
final
strictly
thoughts,
forbidden.
Jim?